Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 Thursday Night NFL Thanksgiving Day early late game post game show, and we'll call it a Thursday Night Football halftime show because they had 11 seconds to go in the second quarter till halftime, and the Lions are up on the Falcons 17-6. And I'll talk about that in a moment. But right now, we're going to go over all of the early game right now. First, the Chicago Bears beat the Detroit Lions 24-20 today at Ford Field in Detroit. The Bears just had a big day, but the Lions struggled both offensively and defensively. Although the Lions looked good in the early going and throughout the first half, but in the second half, the Lions they struggled and offensively and defensively, but they just could not overcome the hurdle and get the win. But they kept the game tight. They kept it close. So it was pretty close. It was only a 4-point loss, but unfortunately they fought a 3-8-1. The Lions, Kenny Golladay had a big day in this game. Four carries, 158 yards, 1 touchdown. But the Bears played well. Their offense looked good as well as their defense. And the Bears are now 500 on the season. They're 6-6, and as I said, the Lions fall to 3-8-1. The Bears just really were able just to pull ahead and get the win in this one. But they kept the Lions on their toes, and they just had the Lions numbered today, and they just were able to come away with the win. And the Bears really they keep their playoff hopes alive, and they really look good in this game today. And I gotta give game balls out, and also with it being Thanksgiving, it's gonna be turkey drumsticks today. Mitch Trubisky gets a game ball and a turkey drumstick. 28 of 38 carries and attempts, 338 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Anthony Miller, 9 receptions, 140 yards. He gets a game ball and a turkey drumstick. David Montgomery, 16 carries rushing, 2 yards receiving, 75 yards rushing, 12 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. And Allen Robinson, he gets a game ball and a turkey drumstick. 8 receptions, 86 yards, and 1 touchdown. So Detroit's going to have to look at their mistakes, and they're going to have to regroup for their next deployment, which I will let you know it will be after the games on Sunday and Monday night. And Chicago, they will be going up against Dallas next Thursday night. And Dallas is going to look to bounce back from that one because the Buffalo Bills beat the Dallas Cowboys in Big D today, 26-15. Boy, what a day for the Bills. And their offense just dominated this game, and their front line did, and their defense really played a heck of a game today. The Cowboys only had 2 touchdowns, and the second one they got a 2-point conversion and in the game today. But the Cowboys just struggled offensively and defensively, to say the least. And it was not a good day for the Cowboys, and their misery continues. And Jerry Jones left the game just so upset, and walked into the Cowboys locker room, and Jason Garrett had a puzzled look on his face, but Jerry Jones says he is not going to fire out Jason Garrett as of yet, but it could happen by the end of this season, because the Cowboys have just not looked good, but they're still hard to believe that they're still in first place in their bad division, because the teams aren't that great in their division. And but they only had 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion in this game today, but the Bills just dominated this game today and just really came out of nowhere and surprised the Cowboys today and just upset them. The Cowboys looked good early, like they were going to get the win. They were up 7-0, and then the Bills scored and they were up, and it was 7-7, and then they kicked the field goal and they were up 10-7. Actually, no, they scored another touchdown. They were up 13-7, but the extra point was missed. And that's what the score was at the half. And then the Cowboys just tried so hard. They intercepted the ball. They had a few interceptions today in this game. And that's what did them in. And the Bills scored another touchdown, and they were up 20-7. And then they kicked a field goal, and it was 23-7. And then the Cowboys they tried to get the ball into the end zone, and they got to the midway across they got a third across the field to the 35, but then Buffalo intercepted it, and they tried to get into the touchdown. They could not do it, and then they got the field goal range, and then it was 26-7, and then finally Dallas scored another touchdown on the fourth, and that's when they got the 2-point conversion. It was 26-15, and that was all Buffalo needed, though. But regardless, Buffalo got the win, and however, the Buffalo Bills have secured a winning season with their win over the Dallas Cowboys today. And Bills QB Josh Allen is proving me and the media and other doubters wrong. And he had 3 touchdown passes today. And this was one game the Bills really wanted to win today and got the win. And Josh Allen really looked good today in this game. And he had a 120.7 average today in passing. And I got to give out game balls because I got to give the credit to the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen gets a game ball and a turkey drumstick. 19 of 24 carries and attempts, 231 yards, 1 touchdown. And he had 10 carries rushing and 43 yards and had 1 touchdown, scored one of them. John Brown, who came in because the Bills were up by so much, and he got some play time. 1 for 1 carries and attempts, 28 yards, 1 touchdown. Cole Beasley, 6 receptions, 110 yards, 1 touchdown. And Devin Singletary, who also gets a game ball and a turkey drumstick, as well as the other 3 guys. 3 receptions, 38 yards, 1 touchdown. And 14 carries, and actually it was 38 yards receiving and 63 yards rushing. Needless to say, and he gets a game ball and a turkey drumstick as well. And the Bills go to 9-3, and the Dolphins are now back at 500 now, over 500 at 6-6. So, but I don't know, and the Cowboys are going to try to keep their playoff hopes alive, but Cowboy fans are not going to get their hopes up too high, and this was really one of those games where the Cowboys just did not look good today, and it just was a bad game for them. The New Orleans Saints right now are up on the, and I think it's at halftime, 17-6 right now, and the Falcons just have not looked good the first quarter, and there's still the second half to go, and we'll have to see what happens in in this game tonight, and I still feel the Saints are going to get the win, and so does my brother-in-law. I am right now at 0-2 because I lost the first 2 games. I went with Detroit. My brother-in-law took the Bears. He won. And we both taken the Cowboys and the Saints. We both lost on that one. My brother-in-law is 1-1, and I'm 0-2. We'll see if I get to win with New Orleans and Atlanta, and we'll see if my brother-in-law can too. So, and we'll see what happens. But this has really been, a surprising day yet with in NFL football here on Thanksgiving Day. And so, and boy, I just was quite surprised, and I think a lot of NFL fans were today. And so we'll see what happens and how this game turns out tonight. And I just was really surprised that the Bills, that's the one that surprised me the most. Not so much Chicago, Detroit, but it was the Bills beating the Cowboys today. That's what really surprised me. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 NFL Thanksgiving Day early late game post game show and Thursday Night Football halftime show. I'll be back with the Thursday Night Football postgame show once the Saints-Falcons game is concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.